So hello everybody and welcome to another video from me. And it's actually been a while since I last uploaded a video, almost about 2 weeks now, so there's a reason behind this guys, and it's simply I just had too much coursework. So my deadline was fast approaching and I was really behind on the coursework because I didn't do as much as I planned to. And so I just had to simply put everything to the side, put the phone to the side, everything, and just concentrate, knuckle down on coursework. And that's exactly what I did. And God, I was literally doing coursework all week last week. Even yesterday I was doing it until 6 o'clock in the morning just to make my finishing touches. So anyways, enough about that. So huge apologies for being inactive over the last week and a half, guys. I really do apologise. It's not that I haven't taken a break or anything. I haven't got bored of FIFA. Just generally, I love making videos and I just couldn't because of this coursework. So now I've got that out of the way and the exam starts soon as well. So anyway, let's begin with the video. Now, this squad builder is going to be slightly different from my other squad builders out there which I've posted recently, as there's an idea behind this one. This one being the ex-West Ham United squad builder, which I thought would be fun to make. And this squad only cost me around 21,000 coins to make, and I believe it's around the same price on the PS3 as well. And anyway, so before I get onto the squad, please do let me know in the comments if you want me to post some more of these squad builders in the future, and also which team you want me to build an ex-squad builder around. So anyways, enough chit chat, and let's begin off by showing off the squad by introducing our goalkeeper first, which is Robert Green. And he was actually a long-term goalkeeper for West Ham, as he was there for 6 seasons actually, making over 200 appearances for the club. And some of you may know that he's now playing for QPR, which has just been recently relegated from the Premier League, sorry. And in game, Green was actually quite awful for me, really. He just conceded too many goals for my liking, and therefore I wouldn't really recommend him, guys. But on the other hand, he only cost me 400 coins, so I can't really complain about that price. But just in game, he did make a few good saves, but the amount of goals I conceded was just ludicrous. It was just a piss take, really. Sorry for my language. Anyway, onto our defence now, and we have Glenn Johnson for our right wing back. And Glenn Johnson actually started off his football career at West Ham from being in their youth academy from the age of 15, and he was there for 3 years, only playing in the Premier League for about half a season even, because he joined Millwall on loan for a bit, and then he finally left West Ham at the end of the season for Chelsea for £6 million, and then he went from there to Portsmouth, etc. Now he's at Liverpool. And the only reason why he left West Ham is because they were relegated. So £6 million for relegated players is quite a lot, I suppose, because when teams do get relegated, sorry, God, I'm messing up. When teams do get relegated, sorry, they have to sell the players for cheap because of contract clauses, etc. So anyway, in game I actually loved Johnson. Some of you might remember I featured him in my last squad builder, which was a week and a half ago, which I apologize about that. And he's one of the best right backs I've actually used in the game, especially with the price, as he only cost me around 1,000 coins on the Xbox, so you can't complain about it at all. He's just got the pace, strength, everything going for him, and I highly recommend him for your Premier League and English squad, guys. Anyways, onto our first centre-back now. We have John Terry, and he started off his football career at West Ham from being at their youth academy as well, and he was there from the age of 11, guys, only 11, actually playing as a midfielder, and until he was 14 he moved to Chelsea's youth academy, and for 3 years, and then ever since he's been staying at Stamford Bridge ever since, and he's in his 30s now, so only 2 clubs he's been at ever since. And in game, Terry was quite slow for my liking, really. That 51 pace is just too disappointing, but I did enjoy using him despite his pace, as he did get stuck into mainly interceptions, unfortunately, but not tackles. But still, beggars can't be choosers, and I would recommend him for your squad as well, guys. And I just paid over 2,000 coins for him as well. So on to our next centre back now. We have Anton Ferdinand, and I know exactly what you guys are thinking. How does him and Terry get 9 chemistry after all this racism scandal? Amazingly they do, but hey. Anyway, Anton Ferdinand started off his West Ham career at the youth academy as well, when he was only 9 years old, so even younger than John Terry. Well, obviously the age differences are different, but still he was there younger at the age of Terry, and signing his first contract at 2002, and he stayed there for quite a while at West Ham for 6 years before leaving the club to join Sunderland for an undisclosed fee. And in game I really like Anton Ferdinand. He was surprisingly better than I thought he would be, considering he's a silver as well, and he also has that pace for a silver defender, which always comes in handy during counter-attacks. And I paid just over 2,000 coins for him as well, and I'll definitely recommend him for you guys. I think I personally prefer him over Terry because he's got the pace as well. So anyways, on to the next centre-back now. We have Anton's brother Rio Ferdinand, and he was at West Ham for 4 years, but technically 3 years because he was at Bournemouth for a year. and in game Ferdinand was completely solid. Him and Ferdinand made some fantastic tackles. They both surprised me as well as to how good they actually were, to be honest with you, because I thought, oh, especially all the not too good pace on Terry and Ferdinand, I wasn't like really looking forward to using them, but they both did exceed my expectations. And I also paid just over 1,000 coins for Rio Ferdinand as well, which isn't too bad, I suppose. So anyways, on to our last defender now in this ex-West Ham squad builder. We have Kieran Richardson for our left back, and Kieran actually started training at West Ham professionally before moving to Manchester United of all people, to kickstart his football career 12 years ago. And in game he wasn't that good as I was expecting, really, because I've seen a lot of players, I've seen a lot of videos of people using him in their squad builders as a left back, so I thought, oh, he must be really overpowered or decent at least. But I preferred David Santon, which I used in my last squad builder, as he just really didn't accept my expectation at all. Unfortunately, he just didn't do that much generally. I even struggled to find clips of him doing that much because he just didn't do that much at all. But considering his price though, he's only 700 coins, so it isn't really too much to complain about. But I would personally recommend just spend a couple hundred coins more to get David Santon from Newcastle, the Italian left back, and you're much better off, guys. So anyways, on to our midfield now, and we have Frank Lampard, of course, which you all know played for West Ham, and he was there at the youth academy as well at 1994. So when I was born, he joined the youth academy, and at that time his father was an assistant coach as well, and he signed a professional contract a year later. And after his uncle, which is Harry Redknapp, which you all know, and his father was sacked by West Ham, Lampard was eventually sold to Chelsea for £11 million, in which he remains at Chelsea to this day. And what a bargain £11 million has bought Chelsea, 201 goals now for them. Absolutely amazing, uncountable assists as well, just absolutely fantastic player. And in game, Lampard wasn't as good as he was in FIFA 11 or 12. I've definitely noticed EA have turned him down for some reason, which is a shame because I don't know why. I think they just underrate him because he's been good every season for Chelsea, especially 2010 we won the title because he scored so many goals that year. But anyway, it's just a shame really because he's done well this season as well. I just feel like he's underrated. Even the EA have underrated him because they've put his rating. Because I remember him being an 87 rated midfielder, and he's only 82, 83 now. So it's a shame really. And he has 3-star skills and 4-star refutability as well, guys. But unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend him as he's been turned down so much. He's just so bad in this game, which is just such a shame. Anyways, on to our next centre midfielder now. We have Scott Parker from Tottenham, and he's joined West Ham from Newcastle. So he wasn't in a youth academy unlike the other players, practically all the players in the squad builder. So he joined them for £7 million from Newcastle in 2007. And he made over 100 appearances for the club as well, and scored a total of 10 goals before joining Spurs on transfer deadline day summer August 2011, for £5.5 million. And in game, Parker has 3-star skills and refutability, and he scored just the 1 goal for me and contributed the 1 assist as well in 8 appearances. And in this squad, it wasn't as good for me as he was in my last squad builder because he was fantastic as a CDM. He scored so many goals for me as well, which I didn't expect at all. So I would personally recommend that you play him as a centre for defensive mid, because it's strange really how you change a player in terms of position and they just play completely the opposite. Even though he's, in this case, Parker's in a more attacking role, you think he'll play better than the CDM in a CDM role. So, but it's just it's quite shocking really anyway. So I'd recommend him as a CDM but not as a centre mid. So he cost me around he did cost me 1,000 points in the centre mid position as well. So on to our last centre mid now, we have Michael Carrick, and he started off his football career as well at West Ham, and he actually was there for quite some time, around 7 years to be exact, making over 150 appearances for West Ham, scoring just 6 goals though. But then he left to join Spurs for £3 million at 2004, and what a bargain that was at that time now, because look at the player he is now. And in game, Carrick cost me 650 coins only because he's a non-rare player, you see. But even for a Man United player, that's quite cheap. And he has 2-star skills and 3-star refutability. And all he did for me is just get an assist. That's all he did. No goals, nothing of the sort. And it's really quite poor, really. Unfortunately, it's quite disappointed with him. And I wouldn't really recommend him for you at all in any position. He just hasn't got anything. He's finishing his diabolity. He's very slow on the ball. Just awful attackingly. I haven't tried him as a centre defensive mid. I think maybe he might be good there, but he's just that type of player. I don't think he'll be good in any position in this game. I just don't know why, but it's a shame. I think he'll get a team of the season card anyway to make up for that. So on to our strikers now, and our first striker is Jermaine Defoe, and he originally started off at Charlton Athletic, but when he was 16 years old he joined West Ham's youth academy to play football professionally. and he was there until 2004 when he decided to join Spurs, and he scored a total of 29 goals for West Ham in 93 appearances. And in game, I didn't really like Defoe's non-informed card for some reason. I remember using his first informed card originally before his non-informed, and now, you know, even his informed card, sorry, I didn't really think it was that special. But now using his non-informed, I can definitely notice the difference between the two cards. And also, really, I could have included Carlos Tevez here because he did play for West Ham as well, as many of you may know, before moving to Manchester United, I think, yeah, for quite a big fee. And that was only a couple of years ago. Anyway, I could have included him there, but I really wanted to include Defoe here to get the extra English links to the club, and also the Premier League links, and also the link with Scott Parker in terms of the club link as well. But, you know, I just didn't really like Defoe, because I tried his inform, I thought, oh, it'll be the same, you know, because most informs aren't practically any different at all. So definitely, yeah. So if you want to try him out, get his inform, because I think it's quite cheap. So, and lastly, we have Demba Ba for our final striker now. And he joined West Ham in January 2011, so only a couple of years ago, from Hoffenheim, where he only spent a short time at the club for just 6 months only before joining Newcastle in June. And then you know how well he did in June, most of you know anyway, especially last season. Anyway, Demba Ba scored a total of 7 goals in just 12 appearances for West Ham, which is fantastic really, because he's only played 12 appearances, and then so it's half of the appearances he scored at least a goal, which is fantastic. Anyways, in game, Demba Ba was actually phenomenal. He's by far the best player in this squad. And he's just got it all, guys, for a striker. The strength, the pace, the amazing finishing, to score some incredible goals, I must say for myself. And even the power in the shots are just amazing alone. If you haven't tried him out, guys, then you must. He's such a class player in this game, and he only cost me 1,000 coins as well. And he scored in game for me 6 goals in 8 appearances and contributed to 1 assist, which is also a fantastic record as well. And he has 3-star skills and weak footability. But to be honest with you, I know I don't really like 3-star scorers, but he's so good I would happily take him over 4-star, even Kone. I actually enjoyed him more than Kone, even though Kone is overpowered. Anyways, overall, the squad was okay, I suppose, but not the best of squads I've used, guys. Especially as some of the players performed nowhere near as I expected them to perform, like Michael Carrick, for example, Lampard, even defenders, even defenders like Kieran Richardson. Just didn't perform as well as I was hoping them to. Maybe they do in other formations and squads, but in my squad, for me, they didn't play that well as I was expecting. But anyways, the likes of Demba Ba, even just Demba Ba alone, made the squad more enjoyable as a whole to play with. So therefore, I'm going to give this squad a rating of 7 out of 10, guys. And that's the end of this unique squad builder. And I really do hope you've enjoyed something different from me with regards to this idea around this squad builder. If you did, then please do click the like below. It would be really appreciated, guys. Don't forget to comment whether you want me to make some more teams like this as well, and also the club you want me to make the squad builder, squad builder around. So for example, you can even say teams like Sevilla or some in a different league. You know, I'll be happy to do that. You know, maybe after the the season, because that's coming out very soon. So after that, I'll be willing to do that, and also the budget builder squads, idea squads, which you guys submitted to me in my last video. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and also want to see more videos from me, as well as follow me on Twitter at InsaneGamer94. Cheers, guys, and take care of yourselves. This for 6,000 coins. Now at this stage I was really close to meeting my 40,000 coin target. I only actually needed 100 coins, just only 100 coins to meet my